Namaskar, Venkatji, and thank you for joining. So
Namaskar. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to be with you.
it's entirely my pleasure. When I met you for the first time, it was your absolutely unpretentious and disarming way of speaking and your energy levels, which really struck me. Your willingness to share and give so readily. When I learned that at 60, and you're much older, you're even older than 60 now, and you overcame all your ill health conditions purely by your willpower, by self learning, self study, swadhyay, which we call, and taking health into your own hands. I was doubly motivated to talk to you. I always believe that health comes from sharing right information between common people, because that's how it was in India, right? Before, the methods were exchanged between people, household to household, from the elderly to the young people, right? And of course, we learned in schools also. Now, both these sources of learning from schools and families, these have now been stripped of this very useful function over the last 100 odd years. You agree with me, right?
Yeah, it's a very nice introduction, and also you are giving an excellent explanation of what is to be done for the society, for the common man. Yeah, I 100% agree with you, Chavi.
So I believe that many others also think like us, that we have to empower, the common person has to empower himself or herself today to get to a state of good health. So I have made this my mission to empower myself and help others also empower themselves. And that is why I'm having this meeting today, and thank you for your support and cooperation. So you certainly don't have a background in health. So before we get to your learning, can you give us like a brief glimpse into where you came from, what you did, before you got into health, and now it is your, you help people, you guide people also empowering themselves. But what were you doing before this?
I'm very happy to be with you and to share with you about my background, which may motivate others. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name, Venkat Rao Karuturi. I live in Hyderabad, India. I worked in State Bank of India. Several branches I managed as a branch manager, and lastly, I was assistant general manager at the time when I retired. So the fortunate part of it is in SBI, you get vast experience. Everything you should know about life is it comes to you in managing a branch. Last assignment was given to me as a faculty member. Incidentally, I was trained as a behavioral science trainer by the bank to motivate the bankers. So this also helped me to go to Egypt and motivate the Egyptian bankers who work more in cities. They never want to go to the rural areas. You know the reason why. I had a nice time with them. Egyptians give a lot of respect to Indians. And after retirement from the bank, I didn't sit quiet. I joined a corporate group as a banking consultant. So lots of vast experience I got in both these places, and I was financially sound. But then these assignments also gave me a variety of ailments: high BP, heart enlargement, abdominal hernia, arthritis, eyeglasses, gallbladder stone, which was so big as a gallbladder, stress and consequent sleeplessness. All this By the time I was 60 years, I acquired all these.
This was over the years, right?
Yeah, by the time I was 60, I was saddled with these ailments. One day it struck to me. I was taking medicines, I was taking advice from the doctors, I was going to the hospitals, and I was getting only symptomatic treatment, not a permanent cure. But added to that, I was also getting the side effects of these medicines. I said, we should do something to set this right. I should suffer no more. Then, at that time, the computers were introduced. I got very catchy words just for you. It may not be new to you. Garbage in, garbage out. Second one is the programming in the computers. You can also reprogram. Yes, this I applied to myself. Why not I reprogram myself? Then
So,
by that time, I learned the three important keys: control, alter, delete. Control, alter, delete. So that was very interesting for me because I was new to computers. Then I acquired sufficient knowledge about health, day and night, read books, and get to the people who know about health. Then I came to know that if food is proper, no medicine is required. Medicine is of no use if food is not proper. And added to that, I also came to know there is no disease in the world which we cannot cure ourselves, of course, with proper guidance from outside. I
yes.
cured all my ailments within a period of 5 years. Now I am aged 76 years, and you will be surprised to know I am able to perform 108 Surya Namaskars every day.
Amazing.
Every day.
Amazing.
And no medicines now. Yeah, no medicines, no doctors, no hospitals. It is possible for everybody to achieve what I have achieved. I shall reveal the information how I cured myself.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we definitely have to know that, and that's the purpose, main purpose here. So there's a lot of learning involved. So first, I want, before we get to the solutions that you embraced and got rid of all your conditions in 5 years, we have to understand, we want to basically duplicate the journey, your journey. So, where you started. So obviously you must have embarked on understanding your body first, right? So what is it that our body is made of? And this is universal. These are universal facts because human beings are same all over the world. So what is it? So whatever worked for you will work for everyone, right? So what was your understanding that you embarked on in order to understand your body better? So can you please share that with us?
It's a very interesting question. Before I explain, I want to quote Shakespeare. What is the use of knowing the whole world but not knowing yourself? I don't know these exact words. I'm giving the meaning. It's not science. People are afraid to know about our body and say they should have a background of science. Not necessary. I will explain very simple words. Human body is constituted of five great elements. What are those five great elements? That is space, air, fire, water, and earth. These five great elements are there in the body, nothing else. And when the body dies, they get back to their elements. Very simple thing. But there are certain percentages of this. The percentages are given by scientists, not by any rishis. 12% earth material, 70% water. Amazing. People forget this. 70% of the body is composed of water.
Yes.
Remaining 6%, Agni, fire, air 6%, and space 6%. There are certain subtle elements in our body which we call in Sanskrit tanmatras. Tanmatras are five senses: Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Shabda means sound. This is air. This is space element. Sparsha, air. We touch. We don't see the air, but we can touch the air is felt by the skin. And Rupa. Rupa means seeing. Fire. Fire element. That is ice. And the fourth one, water. Rasa. Rasa means taste. You cook anything, if you don't add water or liquid, you will not get any taste. And lastly, Gandha means smell. You will know the smell of the earth at the time when you see the first rain. First rain touches the earth, you get a wonderful smell. Of
Correct.
course, people are not are missing that nowadays. These
Yes.
are the five tanmatra subtle elements, all these five senses.
Right.
Then one more thing we have to learn is these elements, if we miss for a particular time, suppose space we miss, internal space and external space. External space means if you are crushed without any space with two machines in between, what will happen is the body will disappear in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Then air, without air, more than 3 to 5 minutes, we cannot survive.
Yes.
Fire. Fire means you have to maintain 37 degrees centigrade in the body. If
Yes.
it goes 5 degrees this side and that side, you are ill and then you will not survive for a long time. Then water, 3 to 5 days we can go without water. But after 5 days, the body needs water, otherwise, it cannot survive. Earth, there's food. Food, 30 to 40 days people can survive, but thereafter the body perishes. This is the important of the five elements.
A lot of people don't understand, like when they think of, this understanding, this perspective that our body is made of 5 elements, it goes probably beyond, and they think it is not scientific. But thank you for making that connection, of what the expression of these elements in our body, like the spaces, the oxygen is air, and the earth, what is earth in our body, and the corresponding senses also. So all of this then becomes clear how our body is made of 5 elements. So it becomes clear in our heads. Modern medicine does not somehow explain in terms of all of this. So thank you. I just wanted to say thank you for explaining this so clearly and understanding, helping us understand our relationship to the elements, our body's relationship to the elements, and the elements expression in our body. So yes, please. So please continue.
Do we need any science degree to understand this? Do we need to study MBBS, MD, or any other medical science? Not necessary. So simple it is.
This is science. I think what emerges from this discussion is that our understanding of science perhaps is limited. What is science?
Yes.
Talking of our body as elements is science. It is scientific.
It is so easy to understand this. Hmm. In 2 minutes, I will give you what this marvelous machine we have contains. It can work non-stop even for 100 years in unbelievable harmony. It has the capacity to heal itself.
Right.
It has a non-stop pump, that is heart. It has air controllers, lungs. It has an atomic reactor. It has a supercomputer and telephone exchange, the largest communication system, that is brain.
Mhm.
The
Right.
most powerful camera in the world, eyes. Digestive system, wonderful chemical plant, unique reproduction plant, nutrition producing plant,
Amazing.
filtration plant, filtration plant, and finally, excellent sewage system,
Right.
excellent sewage system.
And all these systems, all these machines, like, whenever something goes wrong with the machinery outside, right? What is it? Like, we try to find out what is it, how its elements, like how it works, what is it made of, right? That is the way we go about fixing a problem in a machine. First, trying to understand what it is made. Only when we know what it is made of and the different functioning, can we really fix it, right? That's amazing. That's amazing. I love the way you've explained this. So yeah, so
One more amazing thing you should understand is this was manufactured millions of years ago when there was no talk of any science. And there is a maker for it. We should understand there is a maker for it, because every machine is manufactured by somebody. Like this human machine, we should believe there is some superpower. You call any name, there is a superpower which made this. And another interesting thing and shocking thing you should understand is this machine has not changed a bit.
since we were
But then
human beings,
mod- modern man, yeah, modern human being changed their mind, but not the body, not the mind also. It is the way of thinking they have changed. I want to tell you the value of the human body. If you calculate in the modern times, people purchase kidney for transplantation, liver transplantation, heart transplantation. I don't know which part is not transplanted nowadays. What is the cost it comes to in terms of millions of rupees? So valuable body you have, and you must take care of it properly. How to recharge this body, these elements every day. If that is taken care of, you are healthy. Nothing can touch you.
every machinery requires.
Yeah, yes,
So what you're
yes.
recharging is basically maintaining your body, so you can preempt its breakdown. So you avoid the breakdown of the machinery, of the different machineries and plants that you outlined that are working in our body.
First of all, I want you to accept that it is your responsibility only. Your means your, not anybody's responsibility to maintain this system. However modern you may be, however rich you may be, however educated you may be, you must accept the responsibility and take care.
Take charge. You have to take charge. It's a
Take
personal.
charge. Yeah, take charge.
Yeah.
Take charge.
So that's point one. What is next?
Next is I want you to give the introduction about animals, amazing facts about animals before coming to this human body. Natural living of animals, I will describe three, four animals. Goats eat only leaves.
Mhm.
They eat only leaves, and they are so strong that they can get in onto any mountain without much problem.
Very.
And imagine you are bothered about your carbohydrates, your fats, your proteins, vitamins, minerals, and whatnot, and you think these are all different just from leaves. The body of the goat makes all these inside. One thing we have to understand is it doesn't deviate from its food. It doesn't eat fruits. It doesn't eat your pizza, burger, etc. Then one more wonderful thing you know, goats do not eat certain leaves which are poisonous. They know it. And they also know there is one plant, I don't get the name now, which when the goat is ill, it knows it has to eat that leaves and saturate its problem. One day, 2 days rest, it gets all right next day. And secondly, birds eat only grains. They don't eat leaves. They eat fruits, but not fruits exactly, the seeds in the fruits, the live seeds. Dead seeds they don't eat, live seeds they eat. Now, coming to the elephant, which is the heaviest, 3 tons, 3000 kgs, it eats what? It eats only plants, trees, leaves. Each of its leg is 50 or more than 50, maybe 100 kgs leg. Where does it get calcium? Only from plant-based material. People do not know lion and tiger, they don't touch certain animals. What are those animals? Those animals which eat other animals, like a fox, like a hyena, like hunting dogs. They don't eat that, however hungry they may be, because they know the food of those animals is not suitable to me. I
Mhm.
eat only those animals which eat plant-based material. Such an intelligence they have. See, ant finds out sweets anywhere in seconds. A little bit of sugar you throw somewhere, then the ants will come in no time. Where from they get this information? Mosquitoes know when to attack you without harm to itself. You cannot kill a mosquito just like this. No, it knows how to escape. Bees travel so much distance and come back without losing the track. Siberian cranes travel thousands of kilometers to India non-stop, no refueling station anywhere in between.
Yes.
And they stay here 6 months, reproduce, and after 6 months, along with the children, they go back to Siberia. What an intelligence they have. And one more very interesting thing I may be knowing, when the birds fly, they make a formation like this. Have you seen?
Yes. Yes.
V, opposite
Correct.
V formation. Why they make it is they know the aerodynamics, which you call, because they have to fight with the air when they go. The birds which are in the front take more burden,
Yes.
and the lighter burden is taken from the different. But then they are so helpful, cooperate. The birds, after traveling some time, they come back to the formation. The next one takes over. The next one takes over. See how intelligently they share these burden.
Amazing. So
Aerodynamics.
it seems like, it seems that a common understanding is that the human species is the most intelligent. But I think what is happening today is that the birds and animals are exhibiting more intelligence and smartness than human beings.
Yeah,
Unfortunate reality.
an eagle escapes from the rain, not like other birds. It flies above the clouds.
Like the aeroplane,
Yes.
right?
So when you have got into problem, I advise people go above the problems. You will get solutions. We can learn that. We can learn that.
Yes.
And dogs and many animals lick their wounds. Why? They know the saliva contains so much medicine. By licking, and well, children, I don't know, you have done it or we used to do it. Any
Yes.
fall somewhere, apply this immediate medicine. So they earn their food till the last moment of their life. It has to struggle, it has to work hard for getting food, and one moment, last moment, it sleeps somewhere and just dies, just like that. So, one more interesting thing I want to tell you is they don't have any stress.
Yes.
I will tell you an example of why they don't, how they don't have stress. You know the success rate of hunting by a lion, Chevi?
Let's say like 30%.
Yeah, you are close to that, 25%. 25% success rate. You see, when an animal escapes from it, it just leaves it away, okay. Then flies down somewhere and that's to take rest. He doesn't get stressed.
Right. So even when the lion is not, if it's hungry, the lion does not get stressed out or whatever it is that, it's equivalent of stress.
Yes.
It says that, okay, I'm going to try again next time.
That okay. Can we do that? Can we do that okay? In those situations? Can we do that? Human beings do that.
Stress has become a
Hmm?
major cause of disease today, right?
Major. It is not surprising to say the modern diseases, 50% of them are stress related, psychosomatic, they call it. So, disease first comes into the mind, then it spreads to the body. It's so simple as that.
When we go for a solution, we are looking for a physical solution, and this thought or the emotion that probably triggered it is left unaddressed.
Yeah, this introduction I given before going to the human beings, how we have deviated. Unless I tell you all this background, you will not know what is the deviation. That's why when I come to the deviations of human beings from animals which were living in natural way.
I just want to say that a lot of people might think that animals live in a certain way. Whatever we've understood that there is certain intelligence that they have, which drives them to behave in certain manner, right? But how far is it fair to compare human beings to animals, to the way of living of animals? The modern ways of living, have they led us so far away that they have become a cause of illness? Is this is this what we are fighting against? Is it something that we need to address if we want to address disease?
First, let me detail the deviations. Then we will come to the answer. There are answers. Yes, definitely there are answers
Clearly,
because
you have.
I believe.
So, what is your way of living? Obviously, you are living in a certain way. You're
Yes,
living in a city, right? You live in a city. So,
yes,
you have found a balance. You have found a way to restore that natural balance,
yes,
living a modern life, living a life in the city. So, clearly, it is possible for
yes.
all of us, for everyone who lives a so called modern life, to bring about some kind of balance, to become closer to natural way of living. You are going to share
Very
that
nice.
with us. You're going to share that with us during the course of our conversation.
One more thing I want to tell you, Steffi, to the animals only instincts which we also have, but more than that, we have the intellect.
The discerning ability.
That means that there is a hope because we have the instincts and we also have the discerning ability. We can live better than animals.
Exactly.
because human being is the most intelligent species. But then there is a caution. This discerning ability can make you the opposite also. You interfere with the instinct, that capability you have. Animals are programmed, they cannot interfere with their programming. But you have a reprogramming, either for the better or for the worse. The deviation is human being are earning food without effort physically, no exposure to sun, environment, no touch with the natural rain, no touch with the magnetic earth. You wear shoes. How many years have gone by when you touched the earth?
Yeah.
Insufficient oxygen levels, spices to the food. Drink without thirst, eat without hunger, not sufficiently chewing but only swallowing, gives importance to fuel in the car, takes so much care for a machine, and does not mind throwing anything into his stomach
Correct.
and still wants to be healthy. We fall for marketing advertisements by celebrities. The fast food kills fast. The junk food means only junk, there is no food. They advertise cigarettes. They also say that they are harmful for your health. Still, people buy cigarettes. They advertise alcohol is not good for you and they drink that alcohol. So, where is your intelligence? So you put the petrol or diesel, and should you not see what is going inside just a few seconds? No time to eat. Somebody told me, you tell us that you have to chew food half an hour. Where is the time for us? I said, why are you living? They don't have time. Just put something standing, maybe running also they eat. All the this how to get away from these deviations, how to live intelligently, more intelligently than the animals. We can do that. I don't like the idea of lifestyle nowadays. It's a dead style you are adopting, not lifestyle. It's a dead style.
Yeah.
You can reprogram. You can reprogram ourselves. You keep those buttons, control, alter, delete.
Yes.
Hmm? Garbage in, garbage out. Yeah. If
Right.
food is proper, no medicine is required. Medicine is of no use if food is not proper. Again, I repeat, there is no disease which we cannot cure ourselves. Of course, with guidance of experts.
I think it's a good idea that we stop this meeting today for here, and I will make a quick recap of the points that we addressed. So we now know
Please,
what our body is made of. Our body is made of the same natural elements which actually the earth, our environment is made of water, little finger, water, earth, ether, air, and fire. And we are constantly interacting with our environment, and our animals, as we see different life forms around us, are always, they're also made of these elements, but they are living in accordance with the laws of nature, and that has been programmed into their intelligence by the creator. And the same creator has endowed us with an intelligence, with a superior intelligence than animals. And it is up to us to exercise that intelligence. And taking inspiration from the other life forms around us, we should be actually performing better than those life forms, taking care of those
yes,
life forms
very
of the
good.
environment. And when this does not
Mm.
happen, that's when disease begins to start. That's when ailments begin, right? So
Very right. Very right.
so once we understand this, and respect, just like a piece of machinery is well understood, how it functions, what it is made of, only then can we expect to resolve or repair if any problem rises in it. Likewise, when we understand, these elements, the disruption of these elements, how that has taken place, where it has taken place, we can also expect to fix it. And you have explained everything so beautifully, and it is in our hands, it is possible, it is completely in our hands to understand this, empower ourselves, and fix these problems ourselves, just like you did. And so next time we will get together again and continue this conversation about, how we can fix it. Hopefully we can end at the end of this session, we will all be in a position to respect and take care of our bodies, which are beautiful gifts to us, right? Thank you so much, for your time, Venkatji, and I look forward to our next conversation. Namaskar.